So one of the things I want to talk about is now that I'm doing this web series on ghost hunters is ghost tours. I've been on a few. The one I've heard that's very good that I haven't been on yet is in St. Genevieve, Missouri. I intend, to be on that one as soon as I can walk a decent distance again, and we're not, you know, doing all the social distancing stuff, and we're able to do stuff like that outside. One I would recommend is Troy Taylor's. He does that in Alton, Illinois. Troy has a bunch of books out, and this is one of them. So I think he just put a new book out lately. I got an email about that, but I'm sure on Amazon or somewhere you can check on Troy's books. I'm hoping that someday he will agree to be interviewed by me for this little series, and we can talk about his experiences and why, what he does to write his books and what fascinates him about the paranormal. I have been on some less than good ghost tours, though, and I'm not going to say where because I don't know that they're still doing them the way they did, or it just happened to be the particular person who was the guide that night that I was on it who wasn't so good. You never know. Maybe if we'd been there the next day, it would have been a different person and it would have been completely different. But the one that I didn't care for was the one where instead of telling the ghost stories and kind of making a mood the way that Troy does in Alton, this person basically just walked us down the street to a place, a little common ground area that was supposed to be haunted, and said, okay, everybody just get out your cameras and start taking flash photographs, and you'll get some orbs, and if you stand around long enough, things will start touching you. And well, of course, if you tell people that things are going to touch them, then eventually they're starting to start feeling things touching them. And taking a lot of flash photos in the dark is a great way to take orb pictures of insects and dust and whatever else. So after 20 or 30 minutes of this, I was bored out of my skull. The people I was with were also bored. We hadn't bothered to snap all the photos because it's like, I don't want pictures of insects. I'm here to listen to ghost stories. So we knew where our car was parked and we left. So when I go on a ghost tour, I want to hear the ghost stories. I want to be creeped out in the dark. I want that campfire story experience, right? And you don't always get that. But as I said, I don't know that group always does it that way, or it was just that particular person. So I'm not going to say where that one was. And I don't know how you find out ahead of time if you're going to get someone who will be kind of useless, or if you're going to get someone who's really good and knows all the stories and is a really good storyteller. So anyway, as I said before, Ann and I plan to start visiting haunted places, not necessarily to do an investigation, but just to be there and see if something happens, and just to have some fun. The whole point of this really is to have some fun. 2020 has been a real sucky year so far, right? Between the pandemic and surgery for me and just everything that's going on in the world. There's been enough gloom. It's one of the reasons why Anne and I have been using some more lighthearted things to do in Spoilers with Friends, because Anne's been saying, it's been such a rough year. I don't really want to watch a really scary movie right now. I want to watch something funny. I want to watch something that's just more lighthearted. And so that's what we've been doing. And that's why Spoilers with Friends kind of started off with some more dark stuff. And now we haven't been doing too much dark stuff lately because, the world's kind of dark right now. So if you want to come on this journey with us, certainly put something in the comments. If you have a paranormal story and you'd like to share it, put it down in the comments. I'd love to read it and hear about your experiences. Personally, I don't have any, so I have nothing to share on that. Maybe after all this, if Ann and I go to enough haunted places, we will. But, last year we went to Hannibal, and we stayed in the place that's supposed to be the most haunted B&B in Hannibal, Missouri, and don't really have any stories from there either. So, maybe the ghosts just weren't into us, or maybe it's not really haunted. Don't know. But we're going to go out there and when we can, have some fun, share some stories, and just hopefully you'll be willing to come along for the ride, share your own stories, have some fun with us. I'd love to have you interact with us in the comments section. And remember, if you like these, hit like and subscribe, and possibly the little bell notification button. Hopefully, YouTube will then notify you, although sometimes they seem to not be doing that lately, but we can hope. And then enjoy, and we'll see you later.